2-0 the count. Foul at the plate.
How will you know if it's streaming?
It should be.
Okay.
Plate umpire will get match a little bit.
Should be good, yep.
Catches breath there. Foul tip. 3-0 the score if you just joined us here. Conway on top with a big 3-run inning. Back in the top of the third. That's going to be hit to shortstop. Cover's there. Over to first. In time. A dart thrown right there by Sean Cover, but Willie Voss with a great job of making sure that he caught the ball for the second out of the inning.
Number 23, third baseman, Hayden Hall.
Hayden Hall with a single back in the first inning was left stranded. Takes a little check swing. Ford's there. Over to first to Voss in time for the third out of the inning. Score that one 5-3 and 1-2-3 down go the Warriors here in the bottom of the third. We'll be back with the top of the fourth after this timeout. You're listening to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
On Friday, April 11th of this year, I finished my first year driving a GV70 from Genesis of Conway. So, what's the big deal? It's this. It's the Craig O'Neill Anniversary Sale at Genesis of Conway. To celebrate 1 year of driving the 2024 GV70, you're invited to come in and learn how you can get a 2025 for as low as $497 a month. Yes, $497 a month. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And welcome back here to Little Rock Christian Academy. As the Wampus Cats lead by a score of 3-0, we go to the top of the fourth inning, and due up for Conway it'll be Carter Crow, London Stewart, and Silas Cicero. So Carter Crow flew out to right field in his first trip to the plate here today. Thanks to looking to pitch outside for ball one. Doing my best to keep score here tonight. First time I've kept score all season without either one of my analysts along to do their job, so getting double duty for me here tonight. That was in there for a called strike one, and the count goes to 1-1. Wampus Cats leadoff man here in the top of the fourth. Pitch is up high. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Leadoff man here in the top of the fourth of a 3-0 ball game. Conway on top. That'll be a base hit to left field. As Carter Crow goes to left and gets on board here. Leadoff man board for the Wampus Cats. 2 innings in a row. That'll bring London Stewart to the plate. Left-handed hitting. Stewart flew out to right field in his first trip up. Crow with the lead at first. Pitch is inside. Ball one. Brady Pinnock still on the bump here for Little Rock Christian. Looks over to the runner. Now steps off of the mound. Gets a little peek over again. That one's right down Broadway. Right down Cantrell, if you will. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. You just joined us. 3-0 the score. And that bunt, sacrifice bunt, down to second base. We'll go Carter Crow, and Wampus Cats play a little small ball. And Silas Cicero will come to the plate with a runner in scoring position for Conway. Good job by Stewart, advancing the runner over to scoring position. Cicero walked and came around to score the first run of the ball game back in that third inning. Looks at a pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Pinnock steps off the mound. Now back up on the rubber. Carter Crow at second base. Cicero looks at a pitch. Outside, ball one. One and one the count, one out, runner at second base. Up high, ball two. And the pitch. Hit right up the middle. Shortstop's over there to get it, and over to first base for the putout. But down to third base goes Carter Crow. And Malik Simpson will come to the plate. He sacrificed the fielder's choice and got Cicero down to second base back in that third inning. Good block behind the plate there. Cicero was a few steps down the line. Not real deep behind home plate, but deep enough. It's not like Burns Park. Could be hit high in the air right side. Everybody's running over there, but the second baseman will squeeze it for the third out of the inning. Wampus Cats leave a runner. After a leadoff single by Carter Crow. And we go to the bottom of the fourth inning with Conway on top 3-0. Back after this on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering Pete in the back seat, messing mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Call the Ferris Agency in Conway today at 501-329-1221 for all of your insurance needs.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And welcome back. 3-0 our score as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters up for Little Rock Christian. That'll be Cole Davis, Reed Mitchell, and Rich Bowman.
Number 4, shortstop, Cole.
The shortstop, Cole Davis. Fouled out in the first inning. Wanamaker delivers the pitch. It's up there for a ball. Nate Wanamaker into the fourth inning here this afternoon. 1 ball, no strikes. Wanamaker gets that one a fly out to left field for out number 1. Kortzmeyer makes the catch in the left. And that'll bring Reed Mitchell, who struck out swinging back in the first inning to end the threat for Little Rock Christian back in that first when they had runners at the corners. Wanamaker gets in to foul off the first pitch, back over towards the Conway dugout. Beautiful field and facilities here out on Highway 10 for Little Rock Christian Academy on this beautiful campus. The 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1 to count. Wanamaker looks at the armband. Does not get the call on that one. 2 balls and 1 strike. And gets the strike call there on the inside pitch, and the count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on board here for Little Rock Christian in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch outside, the count goes full. Only about the 3rd time, I think, this afternoon that the count's gone full on a Little Rock Christian here. Maybe 4. Again, I don't have my expert scorekeepers here to keep me in track here tonight, so this could be hit right back to the pitcher. He's going to have to hurry to get the throw over, but he does. Wanamaker does a good job of just staying with it, even though it deflected off of his glove as he knocked it down. Had to come off to the right side of the mound. Did a win over there. And then he just calmly threw it over to first base for the second out of the inning. So score at 1-3 if you're scoring at home. And that'll bring up Rich Bowman, who struck out to lead off the second inning earlier today. Takes a big swing at that pitch for strike 1. That pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count, 2 outs in the inning. Gets the strike call on the outside corner. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wanamaker checks the armband. Gets set. Foul ball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. To the designated hitter for Little Rock Christian, Rich Bowman. And that'll be hit to second base. Fielded cleanly over to first base for the out. 1, 2, 3 again. Down goes Little Rock Christian. And after 4, Conway leads by a score of 3-0. Back after this on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Tired of hearing no? Come join the Yes Party at Chris Crane Hyundai in Conway, where they say yes to new Hyundais loaded with technology, plus America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, and Hyundai Assurance. All for less per month than your cell phone bill. You've got to check it out.
During the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, get a new Elantra as low as $299 a month or a new Tucson as low as $399 a month at Chris Crane Hyundai in Conway. Visit ChrisCraneHyundai.com. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's red hot deal time at Haynes Ace Hardware at Conway and Morrilton. Power up the lawn care experience with Ego battery powered mowers, trimmers, blowers, and more. Easier than ever with great pricing and combo deals. Enjoy spring and summer with a new grill, Traeger, Weber, Big Ring Edge, Blackstone, all at Haynes Ace Hardware. Haynes has outdoor furniture for every yard, cozy or spacious. Spring into savings now at Haynes Ace Hardware in Morrilton and Conway, the helpful place.
Arkansas's best country. KVOM AM Morrilton, K244FP Morrilton, 92.5 FM and 98.9 K255DN Conway. Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And welcome back here as the Wampus Cats will go back up to the top of the lineup. It'll be Thomas Ford, Sean Cover, and Max Holland due up for Conway here in the top of the 5th. With a 3-0 lead. 3 hits on the afternoon for Conway, none bigger than Max Holland's 3-run double. Ford came across to score. Actually, his courtesy runner came across to score back in that 3rd after he was hit by a pitch in his last trip. This time he fouls it off to the right side. Count goes to 1-1. One and one the count, nobody out. First man up to bat here in the 5th inning for the Wampus Cats, leading by a score of 3-0 if you just joined us. That one will be fouled pretty much the same place, but Coach Harden says, I got this. That'll take the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Wampus Cat leadoff hitter, Thomas Ford. Pitch. Up by 2-2. So Brady Pennick's gone all the way for Little Rock Christian so far, and so is Nate Wanamaker for Conway. And that'll be hit to the right side. First baseman's there. He'll just soft toss it over to Pennick for out number 1. So Sean Cover walked his last trip up, grounded out back in the 1st inning. Cover came around to score from first on that double by Max Holland. Cover's been a good part of this season, batting up above 600. Now just dipped just under that at 590. Looks at a first pitch down for a ball. Just a junior, he and Max Holland both. Commitment already to La Tech Southern Miss for Sean Cover. There's a swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pennick on the bump here for Little Rock Christian into his 5th inning. That pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike. Probably not planning on giving Cover much to hit here. And Cover will hit that one. Shortstop is over there for it. And even with Cover's down the space, they'll say that he's safe. They'll say he took his foot off of the bag. And that'll get a conversation. They'll say it pulled him off the bag, that the throw pulled him off of the bag before Cover got there. They're going to have a discussion between the home field or the home plate umpire and the field umpire. But, I mean, going to have to see what they do here. Still a conversation between the two men in black. And I don't like this. If you're a Wampus Cat fan, they're going to come over and have a conversation with Coach Harden, which lends me to think that they are going to reverse the call on the field. And here is, they are in fact going to call Sean Cover out at first. It was bang bang over there, but even with Cover's speed down the first base line, it wasn't enough. And the two men in black conferred and decided to reverse the call made on the field. I'm a little surprised at that. It's because I would think that the field umpire had the best view. Timeout called. No pitch. So Max Holland comes to the plate with 2 outs in the inning. A 3 RBI double back in the third. And then a single back in the first. 2 of the 3 hits for Conway here this afternoon off the bat of Max Holland. And that one's right to shortstop for out number 3. It's a good contact, but right to the shortstop. So after 4.5, our score remains Conway on top 3-0. Back after this on Cat Country, 98.9 and 92.5.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside
the bottom
you
7, 8, 9
all your
hitters.
healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. Our award-winning team, led by
ways is it all
board-certified
hard yet.
interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians, delivers one of the state's
Davenport
best
did go a
door-to-door
long ways
times
on
for emergency
Tuesday
heart care
night,
when you need it most. So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
On Friday, April 11th of this year, I finished my first year driving a GV70 from Genesis of Conway. So, what's the big deal? It's this. It's the Craig O'Neill anniversary sale at Genesis of Conway.
I would expect he's on a
to
short
celebrate
rope here.
1 year of driving the
Sure, let's get through
2024
5.
GV70. You're invited to come in and learn how you can get a 2025 for as low as $497 a month. Yes, $497 a month. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Welcome back to Little Rock Christian Academy here on this Thursday evening as we continue under cloudy skies. A little bit cooler breeze starting to kind of blow through the press box window here. And Nate Watermaker, we call it air conditioning. Okay, that's right. This is Arkansas air conditioning, right? Nate Watermaker still on the hill for a 5th inning of work here tonight. It'd be interesting to see. Of course, he just pitched 1 inning on Tuesday night against Catholic, and Davenport came in relief, and then Cicero wrapped up that game. So, wonder how much of a short rope that Wanamaker had, although they've not really hit anything that hard off of him, and actually have not had a hit since the 2nd inning, and have not had a base hitter or base runner since the 2nd inning. So, a couple of 3-ups and 3 downs. Let's see what he's able to do here with the 7, 8, and 9 positions here for Little Rock Christian. Carson Crum, Everett Woodard, and Dominic Cicero due up for Little Rock Christian here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 3-0 our score. Pitch is inside, but on the corner for strike one. Crum grounded out back in the second inning. And pitch down for 1-1 the count. That pitch a little too inside. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Carson Crum, number 7 hitter in the lineup. And there's, I'm going to say that was outside for a ball. Thought sure he was about ready to pull that arm. Instead, it'll be a 3-1 count. Down to first base, leadoff walk for Carson Crum.
Up next for your Little Rock Christian Warriors, the man behind the plate, number 8, Everett Woodard.
So Everett Woodard, who has one of only 2 hits or 3 hits in the ball game. The only hit since and that was back in the second inning, the last hit in the second inning for Little Rock Christian, will come to the plate. So Wanamaker will look at the armband and now check the runner. Showing the bunt. Keeps it down and fouls it off. For strike 1. All right, so now we're set here with no balls and 1 strike. Does not show the bunt that time, but swings at it for strike 2. So I'd say the bunt's probably off, but not necessarily. Your number 8 hitter did have a single back in the first. Gets in to swing at that one for strike 3.
Now batting for your Little Rock Christian Warriors, center fielder, number 27.
So the first out of the inning recorded, Everett Woodard.
Cicero.
Dominic Cicero will come to the plate. Flew out to center field his first trip to end the inning back in the second. Pitch is inside, ball 1. Runner at first, 1 out. Runner at first, courtesy of leadoff walk. There's Carson Crum down there. Dominic Cicero at the plate. And that pitch outside for ball 2. So Wanamaker falls behind the hitter. 2-0. To the Little Rock Christian center fielder. And that one's fouled off. So that'll take the count to 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first. 3-0 ball game, Conway on top. And that was going to hit sky in the air. Sean Cover says, I've got it, and he does at the edge of the infield for out number 2. That'll take us back up to the top of the lineup. And Connor Smith, who led the game off with a single back in the first and then was put out unassisted in the third. Two outs now in the inning. That was sky high. Will it stay in play? I doubt it, and it does not. Willie Voss headed over that way in case he had the chance to chase it down, but even with his speed and long legs, that wasn't going to be possible. So no balls and 1 strike. And that's going to be a foul off of the bat, trying to avoid getting hit. That's bad luck right there, but it is strike 2. Not really in a defenseless position, just kind of trying to get out of the way of a pitch that looked like it was coming inside, and the bat hit it for the foul ball. Holland sets up outside. The pitch is outside. The count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first base. Top of the lineup, Connor Smith at the plate for Little Rock Christian. And there's a check swing foul. Coming inside a little bit on that one, and enough contact to send it back here to the backstop, but changes nothing in the count. It's 1-2. Holland sets up right down Main Street, maybe a little high. Gets him to swing and gets the strikeout to end the inning. And the Wampus Cats will move to the top of the 6th with a 3-0 lead. We'll be back after this on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
The community
Man,
of
5 innings
Conway
on a Wanamaker.
continues
Gotta
to be
love
committed
that.
To the Wampus Cats. Just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success.
See if we got a
Whether
new
you are cheering on the Wampus Cats,
pitcher here
starting
for
a new business,
Christian.
or
Looks
planning
like
for
we
the
may have a
future.
conversation.
Centennial is here for all of life's moments.
Nope, he's coming back
Let
out.
us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Everything is so expensive these days. Your phone, pickleball lessons, Netflix subscription, but not your car payment at Chris Crane Hyundai in Conway. You'll get America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, and Hyundai assurance. And they have new Hyundais for less than you're spending on those private pickle tennis lessons.
During the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, get a new Elantra as low as $299 a month, or a new Tucson as low as $399 a month. The Chris Crane Hyundai in Conway. Visit chriscranehyundai.com.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And welcome back here as the Conway Wampus Cats head into the top of the 6th inning with a 3-0 lead. It'll be Willie Voss at the plate, followed up by Blake Kordsmeyer and Carter Crow for Conway. Voss flew out back in the 1st inning. Sacrificed back in the 3rd.
Leading off for the Wampus Cats, number 2, Willie Voss.
Voss, the first baseman for the Wampus Cats. Brady Pennick remains the pitcher on the hill for Little Rock Christian here in the top of the 6th. Giving up 3 runs on 3 hits here in this ball game. Second pitch up high, ball 2. Wampus Cats got the leadoff man on board back in the 5th, but not able to check that. The 5th was a 1-2-3 inning. Got the leadoff man on board back in the 4th, but not able to add any insurance. The pitch is inside for ball 3. Cats have had the leadoff man on board in 2 innings. A big 3rd, then again in the 4th. There's a called strike, so 3-1 the count. Pinnock looks in. And that'll be down to first base for Willie Voss with a leadoff walk for the Wampus Cats.
Number 3, Blake Kortzmeyer.
Blake Kortzmeyer will come in, looking for his first hit of the day. Flew out in the second, grounded out in the third. And it looks like we've got a mound conversation here and possibly a pitching change for a Little Rock Christian. We'll see who is going to get the ball. Yep, they're going to stick with Pinnock right now. So Pinnock will stay on the bump to face Blake Kortzmeyer. Righty on righty here. Willie Voss at first base. And just put right back up the middle and caught by the center fielder. What a great diving catch out there in center field by Cicero to rob Blake Kortzmeyer of a base hit at least, and maybe even extra bases. If he wasn't able to make that catch, that ball was going to go for a little bit longer into right center field, but Kortzmeyer robbed of a base hit with a great play in center field for the first out of the inning. That'll send Carter Crow to the plate. Crow singled and then was stranded at third base back in the fourth inning. Outstanding catch. Outside corner, strike one. Here on Carter Crow. Three 0 the score. Runner at first. Leadoff walk, Willie Voss over there. Came inside, but not inside enough to hit Crow, so it's a 1-1 count.
Downstairs where the water tank is.
1-1 the count, one out. Runner at first. That one's down low, and Willie Voss is out at second. A great tag by the shortstop on the back as the slide was made. Looked like that he had the base stolen, but just a perfectly executed throw and catch. Gets the out at second base. Caught stealing is Willie Voss. So now 2 outs in the inning. That pitch is down low. That pitch is up high and down to first base will go Carter Crow with a 2-out walk.
For the Wampus Cats, number 14, London Stewart.
So London Stewart will come to the plate. Out on the fielder's choice back in the fourth inning and flew out back in the second inning to center field to end the inning. So Stewart looking for his first hit of the day. Stewart coming in hitting .327 on the season. He looks at a called strike one. Runner at first. 2 outs. That was going to be fouled out of play to the left side. And Stewart falls behind 0-2. So a couple of walks and a hit by pitch set up the 3 runs for Conway. Max Holland took advantage of that with a double that cleared the bags. That's the only scoring we've seen in a ball game of a 3-0 score here as we're on the top of the 6th. Conway on top. Pinnock, the pitch. It's going to be hit high in the air, but playable. And the center fielder, Cicero, squeezes it for out number 3. So the Wampus Cats leave another base runner. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning with a 3-0 score. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to the Centennial Bank broadcast at Conway Wampus Cat Sports on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them.
Ooh,
We
Nate's
work
back
with
out there.
independent
We got
agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about
long as
more
he's gone
important
this season, I think.
like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Call the Ferris Agency
But
in
he's throwing the
Conway
ball well,
today
so why
at
not, right?
501-329-1221 for all of your insurance needs.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And welcome back as we go to the home half of the 6th inning. Wampus Cats on top by a score of 3-0. Little Rock Christian will send to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Ryan Mullen, Hayden Hall, and Cole Davis. Left fielder, third baseman, and shortstop, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Nate Wanamaker back out on the hill for Conway here in the bottom of the 6th. Conway trying to squeeze out a extra run, a little insurance back there in the last 2 innings, but not able to. So Ryan Mullen will come to the plate. 3-0 ball game. Conway on top. Wanamaker looks in. Gets the pitch call from Coach Harden. And the pitch is down low, ball 1 to Mullen. That will be hit high to the right side, but too high and easy. Out number 1 in the inning for the Wampus Cats. Carter Crowe squeezes it.
Number 23, Hayden Hall.
So Hayden Hall with one of only the 3 hits, or one of the only 3 hits here in ball game for Little Rock Christian. We had a single back in the first inning and then was left stranded. Looks at the first pitch outside for ball 1. The pitch from Wanamaker, and that'll be a, oh, it's not going to get over there. Oh, almost, and got him. Got him. Sean Culver from the grass going away towards third base line, grabbed the ball, which was a great play, period, but then got it over to Willie Voss in time for the second out of the inning. What a play there by Sean Culver over to Willie Voss for out number 2. Now you see why people are loving that arm of Sean Culver at the next level. Just a junior. The bat, the arm. Sure like to see him up on the hill. All right, so 2 outs in the inning, and at the plate it's Cole Davis, the shortstop for Little Rock Christian. He fouls that one off to the left side. Oh, 1 the count, 2 outs. Inside for ball 1. Just a bit inside. Count goes to 2-1. Pitch down low in the zone. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. The pitch from Wanamaker. Fouled off to the left side. Count remains 2-2. Senior night coming up on Tuesday night back at home against Little Rock Southwest. That pitch is outside. Will take us to a 3-2 count. That'll be the next conference game. Conway slated to play Bentonville at Arkansas Tech on Monday night. And that's going to be hit to 4, but it's going to be off of the glove, and that'll be a base hit. Error, which way you call it. I think for the home team's going to want that to be a base hit. So wasn't guaranteed to make that throw from the corner, my compadre would say. And raindrops start falling on our heads here, and that chases the fans away from the bleachers a little bit. So at the plate, it'll be Reed Mitchell with a runner at first and 2 outs here in the top half of the bottom half of the 6th inning of a 3-0 ball game. That's in there for a ball. 2-0 the count. Three nothing the score. Raindrops are falling on our heads. 2-1 the count. Two on the count. 2 outs in the inning. Runner at first base. Nate Wanamaker gets the strike call. The count goes to 2-2. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, runner at first. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gets in a swing and miss to retire the side and leave another base runner over there at first base. So 1 hit, no runs, and we go to the top of the 7th with Conway on top by a score of 3-0. Back after this on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
Outing by Wanamaker.
It's red hot deal time at Haynes Ace Hardware at Conway Morrilton. Power up the lawn care experience with Eagle battery-powered mowers, trimmers, blowers, and more. Easier than ever with great pricing and combo deals. Enjoy spring and summer with a new grill, Traeger, Weber, Big Ring Egg, Blackstone, all at Haynes Ace Hardware. Haynes has outdoor furniture for every yard. Cozy or spacious. Spring into savings now at Haynes Ace Hardware.
I've only been in Arkansas 20 years. So spent 25 in L.A. and Oklahoma City and other places. So.
As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside
you to ensure
all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find.
All right, who we got coming up here?
At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th inning, and, number 7, Brady Pinnock still out on the hill here for Little Rock Christian. Raindrops are still kind of big drops when they fall, but there's not a lot of them falling right now. Silas Cicero will come to the plate for Conway. Walked in the third inning. Fielder's choice back in the fourth inning. Punches that one into center field for out number 1.
Up next for Conway, number 1, Malik Simpson.
So Malik Simpson will come to the plate, designated hitter for Conway, but it looks like that we've got a pinch hitter here for Conway. Let's see who that is. I believe that is that Jackson? I believe so.
Pinch hitting for Simpson, number 6, Jackson Robinette.
So Jackson Robinette will come in to pinch hit for Malik Simpson here in the top of the 7th inning. Try to get something going for Conway. Maybe just a little bit heavier on the rain, not a lot, but pitch on the outside corner in there for a strike. So Pinnock's gone all the way here this afternoon, has his Wanamaker. Both pitchers still throwing really well. The 0-1 pitch. Robinette's going to foul that one off to the right side, and we'll get behind 0-2. Thomas Ford on deck. Conway would love to get a base runner on board here for the top of the lineup, which is 1 out. Swing and a miss, though. Jack Robinette goes down on 3 pitches. So that'll bring Thomas Ford to the plate. Back to the top of the lineup we go. Hit by and pitch back in the third. Courtesy runner came around to score for him there. Looking for his first hit of the night. Both pitchers have done a great job throughout this ball game. Certainly here in the later innings. All the scoring coming in the third inning. That was on 1 hit. Ball 1 outside the called. Ford gets set. That pitch is inside. Ball 2. Pinnock wanted that one. I think some of my new friends in the press box wanted it too. 2-0 the count. 2 outs in the inning. Leadoff man Thomas Ford at the plate for Conway. Time called. Brady Pinnock trying to go 7 here this afternoon. Turn it over to his offense to see if they can tie things up. That's a called strike 1. See if they can tie it up or take a lead and win in the bottom of the 7th inning. Six, 7, 8, and 9 due up for Little Rock Christian in the bottom of the 7th. Timeout called again. Two balls, 1 strike. And the count goes to 31. 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. Thomas Ford, the leadoff man. Wampus Cat, third baseman. It will go down the first base with a 2-out walk. And that'll bring Sean Cover to the plate.
Now batting for Conway, number
Over with the walk back in the third, came around to score. Otherwise, it's been, well, let's see, we're going to get courtesy runner. Ken Brown will trot out there for Thomas Ford. 2 outs. Ken Brown will go to first base as a courtesy runner for Thomas Ford.
Courtesy runner, number 7, Keenan Brown.
Sean Cover will come to the plate. 2 outs in the inning. Conway leading 3-0. The pitch. High to the left side. Is it deep enough? No, it will be squeezed by the center fielder for the third out of the inning. Cover put a bat on it. Put it high enough and strong enough, but too high. And that will end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning with a 3-0 score. Conway on top. 6, 7, 8, 9 due up for Little Rock Christian. We come back here on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Your home is your palace, an extension of you, and the first impression of your home starts on the outside. Dirt and Landscape and Supply knows how important it is to have the outside of your home reflect your image and style. At Dirt and Landscape and Supply, you will find multiple choices of mulch, decorative river rock, garden soil, landscape stone, crushed rock, and culverts up to 48 inches. Plus, at Dirt and you can take advantage of their great 3D rendering design tools so you can see the future of your project before you break ground. Dirt and Landscape and Supply helps you break ground with integrity in design, products, and the expertise to set your castle apart from all the rest. Learn more at dirtandlandscapes.com.
I guess he won't be pitching against Bentonville on Monday.
Highway 65 at the Flats. Dirt and Landscape and Supply. The supplies and expertise for the do-it-yourselfer, as well as the
we got Little Rock Southwest on Tuesday night, so that won't take long.
Integrity for your castle every day. Dirt and Landscape and Supply also offers statewide delivery, along with veteran and contractor discounts. DirtandLandscapes.com.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
All right, and it will be the bottom of the 7th inning. Wanamaker. And I just realized that we've got Cicero moves to third, and here comes Max Holland. So Ken Brown will go to second base. Cicero will move to third. I thought for a moment, I thought, no, wait a minute, Max is not out of the ball game. And we are ready to go. All right, due up in the inning, Rich Bowman, Carson Crum, and Everett Woodard. They want to make her on the hill for the Wampus Cats with a 3-0 lead. Giving up 4 hits today, but no runs. First pitch, outside corner, struck 1. And that'll be fouled off, strike 2. So Wanamaker gets ahead of the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 7th. With Conway on top 3-0. Pitch is outside. And that'll be fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes remain. Pitch is outside. The count goes to 2-2. Pitch is outside. The count goes full. Leadoff man here in the inning. Ridge Bowman, the designated hitter, struck out in the second. Looks at a pitch inside for ball 4 here in the 7th. So, the leadoff man on board here for Little Rock Christian. And that will probably be it for Mr. Wanamaker here with a 3-0 lead. Coach Harden will trot out to the mound, and Nate has done an outstanding job here today, going 6 innings. And we'll get a big round of applause from the Wampus Cat fans here. So we will have a Owen Davenport will check out onto the bump here for Conway. Trying to close this one out.
Final pitch count for Wanamaker, 95.
So Wanamaker goes 95 pitches deep in the ball game here this afternoon and gives up 4 hits but no runs. Still can't close the final line on him with the walk. And the runner at first base, still his responsibility. It's hard for me to tell with my old eyes, but I think Grant Gordy's down there looking for, like, okay, why did you text me? And I'm looking and I can't see you. I think that hairline's got to be Grant. So 3-0 the score. Owen Davenport comes in now for the Wampus Cats. And Davenport on the season, the 1.11 ERA. Has pitched 25 1/3 innings, has faced 101 batters, thrown 280 strikes of his 447 pitches. Given up 4 earned runs, has struck out 44 on the season. 44 of the 175 strikeouts by this staff have come from the arm of Owen Davenport, and that's what he is being called on to do here in the bottom of the 7th inning of a 3-0 ball game that Conway leads here at Little Rock Christian. Again, Conway scheduled to play Bentonville on Monday night at Arkansas Tech, and then Little Rock Southwest at home on Tuesday night, and then it's a road trip to Cabot 1 week from tonight on May 1st. As much as I hate saying it, I might be at that game. Only because it's my least favorite place to call a ball game. As Mr. Wicks, Mr. King, and Mr. Seiler all know, it's not a good place to call a game. So, all right, here we go. Nobody out, runner at first. Owen Davenport on the hill here for Conway. First pitch, fouled out of play. Carson Crum walked back in the 5th inning, got stranded. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Swung at and missed. Strike 3 in the first out of the inning. Davenport adds to his strikeout count on the season. That'll bring Everett Woodard. Yep. So a pinch hitter here for the Christian Warriors. Number 12, Chase Perrone. So they bring Perrone on to face Davenport. His throw over to first. Easily back is the base runner. Over at first is Bowman. In there down low, ball one. As the rain seems to have subsided. The 1-0 pitch from Davenport. Strike one. Davenport, totally different delivery, of course, a lefty. So a totally different look than what Little Rock Christian has seen all night long here. That's going to be fouled off, and the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first. Strike 3 looking. And the Warriors are down to their final out.
Now batting for your Little Rock Christian Warriors, center fielder number 27, Dominic Cicero.
So Dominic Cicero will come in to try to extend this game with a runner at first and 2 outs in the inning. Cicero flew out to center field and then flew out to shortstop earlier in his 2 at-bats. Fouls first pitch back. So Davenport gets ahead, 0-1. The lefty gets sent. That one will be fouled out. And that will get Little Rock Christian down to their final out or final strike here. Already final out. 0-2 the count. The pitch. A 5 ball 1. Tried to get him to chase something high in the zone, but good discipline there by Cicero. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Davenport delivers. Swing and a miss. And that's the ball game. The Wampus Cats take care of business here on the road to go to 20-0 on the season and 12-0 in conference play. We'll come back and recap it after this timeout. Conway wins by a final score 3-0 here on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's red hot deal time at Haynes Ace Hardware at Conway and Morrilton. Power up the lawn care experience with Ego battery-powered mowers, trimmers, blowers, and more. Easier than ever with great pricing and combo deals. Enjoy spring and summer with a new grill, Traeger, Weber, Big Ring Edge, Blackstone, all at Haynes Ace Hardware. Haynes has outdoor furniture for every yard, cozy or spacious. Spring into savings now at Haynes Ace Hardware in Morrilton and Conway, the helpful place.
Baptist Health is your trusted partner in wellness. We are committed to providing excellent, comprehensive local health care. Thanks to Baptist Health's ever-growing network.
Thanks for your help, sir, and for the facilities. Appreciate it.
Deliver the quality care your family needs. Let Baptist Health take care of you and your family for preventative and wellness visits, immunizations, physicals, women's health, specialist care, and emergencies. We're Arkansas's largest and most preferred health care provider. Baptist Health is a name your family trusts. To learn more, visit baptist-health.com.
Now, back to the Centennial Bank broadcast of Conway Wampus Cat Sports, driven by Genesis of Conway on Cat Country 98.9 and 92.5.
Well, the 3 storylines of the night here for the Conway Wampus Cats. 6 innings from Nate Wanamaker. Did give up 4 hits, but no runs in the ball game. And then 3 strikeouts in the bottom of the 7th from Owen Davenport to add to his leading total of, or his team leading total of strikeouts on the season, taking that up to 47. And then a 3-run double by Max Holland in the 3rd inning after the bases were loaded. And there was a couple of walks and a hit by pitch that's loaded up the bases. And Conway gets the 3 runs and gets the win here this afternoon at Little Rock Christian to go again, as we mentioned before, to 12-0 on the season, or 12-0 on conference play season, and 20-0 on the season. So Conway wins it here tonight. Once again, my thanks to all of the great folks here at Little Rock Christian for their hospitality and help here this evening. And, of course, our thanks to the Conway Wampus cast for continuing to deliver winning baseball. That's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. Be sure to join us tomorrow morning at Cracker Barrel in Conway for our Genesis of Conway Friday Morning Sports Spectacular. Eric King, Matt Wilcox will join me, and we'll talk about this game and more. Of course, the NFL draft tonight will give us plenty to talk about, so be sure to join us tomorrow morning for that, all right? And then we'll be back with you next Tuesday. I hate saying it, probably at Cabot. So, anyway, Conway wins it here tonight, 3-0. That's our final score. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time here on Cat Country, 98.9 and 92.5.